Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So it's winter here in Canada. Even though the temps are a little mild, the garden is definitely gone. But the good thing is that spring is just around the corner, and I know that's crazy to say in the beginning of January, but spring starts to creep and crawl into my area here in Hamilton, Ontario around end of March to mid-April. We start to see a little bit more warmer temperatures where you could potentially grow your brassicas with a little bit of cover, just depending on the season. Of course, every season is different, so we will see for this season coming up. But in the meantime, I love to prepare for the upcoming gardening season. I'd love to share some tips that really help me prepare for the upcoming gardening season. So my number one tip is find out when your last frost date is. All you have to do is go on Google on your phone or your laptop or ask Alexa, when is the last frost date for...
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the last frost dates for Zone 7 are usually between March 22nd and April 3rd. Did that answer your question?
Yes. With that being said, all you have to do is look it up and you can find your frost date quite easily. That will be an estimate of the last frost in your area, and that is when you can put your non-frost tolerant vegetables and fruits outside so that they can start growing. Now this can be flexible from season to season, just because some years are colder than others, and you will just have to make that call when that time comes. My second tip to prepare for the upcoming gardening season is getting organized. So this is probably my favorite tip out of all the tips. Getting organized is so much fun. So the first thing that I do when getting organized is I grab my seed box. So this is what my seed box looks like. And I will go through all of these little boxes and see what's inside, see what I have left over from previous seasons, so that I'm not double buying seeds that aren't needed. Like for instance, this year I have way too many squash seeds, so I don't need to buy any, and I didn't. And then next, to go with that, once I've made my list of things that I definitely don't need, I make my list of seeds that I'd like to try this year. Now, this is just an example. I just grabbed this catalog off of my desk here, but I order a bunch of catalogs to my house. These are seed catalogs, and this kind of shows you a whole bunch of flowers and vegetables that you can potentially grow and order from different seed companies. Now, these definitely get me through the winter season as it is so cold and I'm wanting my garden. This really helps me out. The last step to getting organized is obviously ordering your seeds. My most favorite part is ordering the seeds and filling up my cart, and then kind of figuring out which I'm going to buy from different companies. I definitely like to support the smaller businesses, so I supported a couple businesses here in Canada, as well as MI Gardener, which is a small business located in the States, and Baker Creek as well. Tip number 3 is get started. For me, I like to absorb all this information, and I will obsess over all this information that I can watch YouTube videos over and over, and keep reading all the books and look through all the catalogs. But definitely my third tip, and one of the most important tips, is getting started. Knowing that last frost date and being able to count backwards so that you know the exact date that you need to start your seeds is so important. And I'm saying this because I definitely need to figure out that date that I need to start my seeds for this upcoming gardening season. So it's super helpful to know your last frost date, and definitely very helpful to get started, because it's easy to get paralyzed with all the information that we absorb. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go get started and make sure that I have all my seeds, have everything organized and ordered. I have all my seed starting stuff ready. But yeah, so that's my top 3 tips for getting ready for this upcoming gardening season. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out in the algorithm, and our family is growing, so I am so excited for it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.